What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da, TrackStar, and welcome back to another dancehall video tutorial. So another one I will go over mastering, and we are go do that inside of Pro Tools. My video when we do mastering in Ozone, T-Rocks and all of that type of stuff. Is me. So if you want to find them, just type how to master a dancehall song and them will pop up. So the reason I want to do it inside of Pro Tools is because we're going to do 3 master one time. Is me. So first thing we need to do, we need to make 3 new track. I need 3 stereo track. I need 1 for the rhythm, 1 for the clean version of the song, and 1 for the explicit version of the song. So we'll call this rhythm, we'll call this clean, and we'll call this explicit. Boom. Then we need to have options as well. You can either just drag them in, import them in, or however you want to get them into Pro Tools. So I will be doing it. Let me see how it's layout. So we have the mix version explicit here. We have the radio version here. And then we have the instrumental here. So this is the 3 tracks right here. Another reason why I may have them in this session is because we already have the markers, so I know I can just loop out the hook if we need to. You see me? So all those don't mute the rhythm and the clean version. We're gonna master the explicit version, and once we're done, basically because all of them virtually play at the same level, the rhythm we are gonna do something different, but everything else should be fine. So let's run these out through the master track like that. Go into the I/O and get rid of any bus what we don't need. Boom. We don't need none of them either. So delete that. Press OK. Right, let's get started. So the song is called Lighthouse, produced by Nico. That drop one of these Fridays. This upcoming Friday. Today the 21st, we don't know when we're not gonna see the video, but it'll drop Friday. So I'll have a link to the song in the description as well. Here we go. Actually, let's give you a preview from the start. And you know what you do when you go about mastering is you listen to the material. Because I mean mix it, I already know the direction I want to go, but you just listen to the material and you pick out things where you feel like you can enhance upon. You see me? If you can enhance upon it, or if you think it needs more work before mastering, then you have to either tell the man who mix it, say them need to change certain things about it, or you need to go back into the mix and fix that. So we're going to listen through and see exactly what we need to do. I'm going to put a notepad on the screen, and we'll type out some of the things that we feel like I say we can achieve. You understand what I say? So let's bring up a notepad. Let me see M utility. And find Melda Productions. They have a notepad. Let me see. Or actually, I'm just going into the folder, text, and just mastering notes. Boom. Boom. Bring that up. They'll bring up an imager upon this so we can kind of look and see, check with phase and all of that type of stuff. So we'll go Ozone, and we'll bring in Insight. And we'll put that over to the left of the screen here. I'll just turn on as many of these as we can so we can kind of just look and see exactly what is going on, right? We don't really need the, it's fine. So we can just watch with levels, right? So this is a mix. So really and truly to me, my target levels after mastering is -9. But for right now during the mix, it's whatever, isn't it? As long as we have headroom, then I don't care. So let's listen and take notes. Life has been nothing but up and down over the past few years.
Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Ay, my dirty like mud, but my future, I see it clearly. Got a pure rock, but mind me don't need none now near me. Good youth, me don't need none now, no fi fear me. Unless you cross me, then me make you pay dearly. Turn up out here, no fear, bury by my side. No let me ring it out here. Never going back to jail. See my future bright, the fuck plan for when it all can't plan for. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Yo, me dip on point on a card like the NBA. Can't give up my 3 points, I know the NBA. Fake friends round, me know the men's in it. Count money every day, ball out, so we play. One take a trip, go to space. Have a new girl I come like tomorrow. Yeah, full of water, I'm gonna cry, pure sorrow. Life hard right now, I can't worry about tomorrow. Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me.
All right, cool. So the 5 things what me get from listening to it all the way through, want to add some sheen, so some top end sizzle, want to add some depth and some dimension, meaning want to make the track feel more spacious, you see me? Tighten up the low end. What I want to do is I want to get more out of the bass, but I don't want it to overpower the kick. And also, or add some width, so I kind of make it wider. Kind of the same as number 2, but I feel like I want to focus on width separate than the the depth and the dimension. And then light compression on the vocals for kind of just balance out overall everything all the way through. You see me? So, now we have a notes. I'm going to minimize that. So now I look upon that. So when I say, oh yeah, now we just go off of what we are here. You see me? So what we are going to do is we're going to loop out. I don't know, I always say we, but me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop out the hook. I'm going to turn off this. I'm going to go here, boom, Alt E. Swallow out the hook. If you look, you can see the waveform is pretty consistent. That's why I'm saying light compression for balance out the dynamics. So we'll put inside all the way at the end. We'll go bypass it, hard bypass. We'll go up on the mastering track now. Bring that down here. And now we're going to start master. So the first thing, let me say, we want to add some sheen, we want some top end, some polish. But the order of plugins matters, sometimes. So what I want to do is more add a little bit, tame it, add a little bit, tame it. Is me? So for that, we are going to use the soft tube master and EQ, the curve bender here. And let me say this. This is not a master and EQ, it's just an EQ. I like it for mastering because I can do fixed positions when I have to sweep. There's no sweeping. It click. You see me? It click at every number. There's no sweeping involved. So we got 20K. We are going to leave this wide. We're going to filter out a little bit of the bass up to about 20 hertz, not a lot, because the filters inside of here is a little bit different, right? So we'll just do a little bit about 20. Then later on, we'll use a parametric EQ and kind of tone that when we do the thing with the kick and the bass. So 20K, let's add.
Please shine a light for me. Ay, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me.
Okay, so like I said, we are add. Let's put a meter at the end of the chain so we can watch where audio levels.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay.
So, the Unison mastering compressor. Any mastering compressor will work. You see me? This is just the one of me I choose for this situation. Sometimes me use the ozone dynamics processing. Sometimes me use the ozone maximizer. You see me? Waves have some. It's just what you like. You see me? Don't think so you have to go get the Unison mastering compressor. Yeah, you know where you go. You don't know listen to me anyway because I know so you want that I TrackStar use. But that don't matter. You understand what I say? Seriously, that does not matter. We have a few different, and this is why I like this compressor. I'm going to go through a couple of them. We have a few different algorithms what we can use. As I say, you have a basic peak, smooth RMS, a fast RMS. These things, if you don't know what they mean, then pay no attention to them. Basically, this is how the compressor will react and act based upon the parameters where you tweak up here. This is just the algorithm, right? So what I want for you something where I know say the compressor now do too much, so I use this open style, but it do enough. You see me? Remember, dynamic control is what I use it for. Me now really use it to get volume or for compress and get a sound. I use it because I want control or I already have a guan.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me.
Cool. So everything is linked, so I don't really need to do nothing more than tweak one side.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care.
So very light, very, very subtle compression, but it works. You see me? You just catch them little peaks, bring them down, level it out. Nothing too crazy at all. I love this compressor. This compressor is amazing. I waited for a very, very long time to get this compressor. And when I finally get it, it did not let me down. So we have that. We have compression. We have like a top end. We're going to add a little bit more top end. I want to show a nice thing on my light. So we'll go in a Slate Digital and we'll use fresh air. And we're not going to do a lot. We're going to do a little.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me.
So light works though. It works. Right? So now we're going to address the depth and the dimension. Right? We have a plugin named from Matthew Lane named Dr. MS. And this is just amazing. Okay? There's a preset in here that I love. It's called Gentle Mix Wide. So I'll turn it on or bypass it.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay.
So this is the side information. This is the mid.
Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me.
When you listen to the harmonies, please shine a light. When we say, for me, please shine a light for me. You see me?
Please shine a light for me.
This is without
Please
the side information.
shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here,
Ready?
remember you don't know me.
Here we go.
Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay.
Amazing. Once again, mastering is not about cranking volume. It's not about getting the track for sound crazy loud. It's about adding, polish, getting more out of an already good mix or an already great mix. You see me? That's the point of mastering. It's not about volume.
Please shine a light for me.
Let's listen to the focus and the feel. This is the field. It's not in. So this is the center, all right? This is the focus.
Shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you here, remember you don't know me. Ay, my dirty dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out.
Amazing. Love this thing so much. Cool. So now we go past that. So we have addressed the dynamics that we were talking about. We addressed the sheen, add a little bit of ear, and we are gonna address the tightness with the lower end, right? And we use the fruity parametric E, not about fruity parametric E, the Fab Filter Pro Q3 to do that. So what we're gonna do is we'll delete this point, and we'll look on the spectrum and analyze what's going on. As you can see, we have a lot of low end information. So the first thing we're gonna do, we'll run a nice little filter, about 28 hertz. Tighten up the low end. Next thing, find out where the kick really are knock the hardest. So right around 59-ish, 60. So we're gonna literally we're gonna make dynamic, and we're gonna push this up just in this spot. So get about a dB or so. Matter of fact, let's put this up a dB. Boom. So right there is a dB. Now we can bring this back. Brother. Matter of fact, I got it. -1. And then we'll reset this. Boom. Make dynamic. Yep. So now if I put this at 0, that's a dB. So just for the kick area.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me.
Next thing we'll draw for is the Weiss de-esser from Softtube.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Ay, my dirty leash, shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out there rough for me. I'm in a gear while you're here. Remember, you don't know me. Ay, my dirty dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me.
Without.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey.
So like I say, very subtle. It's not a drastic jump in volume. It's all about small tweaks. Seriously. So now you do all of that, we address all our issues, we go and now we can add volume, to within a certain limit, of course, because in the day, -9 is where we are aim, -14 is where the distributors them will play the track. So first thing I'll do, we'll add two things, both of them from Isotope. So I'll add the Ozone exciter, Ozone 9 exciter, and I'm going to add the Ozone 9 maximizer after that. So, you need to go in, make 4 points, and if you separate the frequencies, cool. So now, I like retro here.
Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me.
Like tape here.
Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a gear.
Here, I like tape as well. All these all.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me.
And here, we got analog.
Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a gear while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me.
That's amazing.
I'm in a gear while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here.
And then lastly, Ozone 9 Maximizer. First thing, we turn on true peak. I want my true peak to be 0.3. Release, fastest. Set this about here. We tweak this after, but we'll start here. And we'll use IRC 3, clipping.
Please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Hey, my dirty leash shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me.
Boom. So we have mastered level. Is LUFS -9. Could push it more, but good at -9.1. That's fine. If we run the rhythm through the same setup, we have this. Let's look at the insight. This is just a rhythm. So So this is why I say we would have to do something different for the rhythm. So when it come time for the rhythm, we probably have to go lower the threshold a little bit more for get more volume, for push it to -9. Right now they are -12. You understand what I say? But that is it for the video. That is the whole process, start to finish. It don't take 10 years, it don't take 3 months. It take about 35 minutes. And that's probably because I explain stuff to you. So, you know the thing, until next time, it's your boy Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. We are going to make this track here play out through the first verse halfway. Link to the full track in the description. Until next time, it's your boy Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. Peace.
Please shine a light for me. Life has been nothing but up and down over the past few years. Yeah, that. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Father God, please shine a light for me. Please shine a light for me. I know the road out here rough for me. I'm in a care while you hear me, but you don't know me. Ay, my dirty like mud, but my future, I see it clearly. Got a pure rock, but mind me don't need none now near me. Good youth, me don't need none now, no fear me. Unless you cross me, then me make you pay dearly. Turn up out here, no fear, bury by my side. No let me ring it out here. Never going back a jail. See my future bright, the fuck plan for win it all. Can't plan for all I got, please.